What you doing? It's pretty cold out.
Putting together a 2-ton lift so we can get the engine out of the back of a truck, because the plane's gonna be here in about, I think, 2.5 hours, and we're running out of time. The cradle's built, which is pretty cool. It's got these built. This is gonna be for the wings. You put one wing in here in the front, and then the back. And that way you can move them around the hangar or the garage pretty easily. So that's done. Now we just gotta unload it all, and we've got...
And hope the plow guy comes because we got a lot of snow last night.
Yep. So let's get to work. Well, that's about it. We should be taking possession of the airplane here in a little bit. What a couple of hours getting things together, trying to squeeze it into the garage because we don't have the hangar yet. All right, so we made it to the hangar, and this is where she's hanging out right now. She's got a group hangar here, so a lot of different aircraft in here. That is not her. That is I think a J3 somebody else is working on. We'll get back to the wings where she's over there. But hiding right over here in the back corner is the Coral Gerty. Isn't that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? So she's been sitting out in the desert for quite a while in a hangar in Las Vegas, as I said in the first episode. So you can see, definitely has a lot of cleaning up to do. We're gonna see where that's at. We've got some extra parts. So this is the current state of the interior. Again, just really been sitting in the dust for quite a while, but a really good restoration started here. The fabric on it is like new, just absolutely fabric. They fantastic, did a great job. So that's all still in great condition. Just needs some cleanup. We will definitely be doing a wash down of that, but everything is really just in great condition here. On the empennage, fuselage, everything's just a really nice job done by the last gentleman who started the restoration project. So real happy with where it's at. Right now I have the doors and windows and different parts of the control mechanisms all just stacked in here, wrapped in blankets and carpet, just to make sure that it's all protected. Got the struts down there, got our exhaust manifold. Nothing in there yet, but that's where she's at right now. So that's what we're working with. That's part 2. That's not what we're going to be working on initially. Initially, what we're going to be working on is over this way. So we'll take you over here and check it out. So we've got this somewhat organized, but still haven't gone through everything. Just wanted to get an initial look. So this is going to be our workspace for the first part of the summer here. So you can see below here, we've got all of these boxes here. That's all spare parts. It's all parts and things that might need to be restored. We've got a wingtip here that's got a good bow on it. So I'm sure that's the reason it was included here when I purchased it, because we do have one bow over here that is broken. So we're going to go through the wings in detail. Now the cool thing about these wings is they're awfully dirty. You can see that they're all torn apart, but this is I believe mahogany, and so these were made in Michigan. Correct me if I'm wrong, some of you experts out there, but I believe this was made in Michigan during the war effort. We had a furniture store that was completely turned over to the war effort, and they started, instead of making mahogany furniture, they made these gorgeous wings. So these are all going to get cleaned up. We're going to go through each one of these and get every little nick, every crack, everything, and make sure everything is 100% airworthy and safe. And that's going to be a bit of a process. Number one, start just by cleaning it up and looking for where those deficiencies are. So we're going to go through all of the hardware, every bit, every fastener. Right now my working plan is to replace every fastener with a new fastener. I'm not sure if that's the appropriate method, but I think that's the game plan right now. I'm going to talk to some experts about that, some A&P IAs, and see if that is the appropriate step to do. I just feel like that would be solid on an 83-year-old plane to make sure that we're doing that. So we'll find out. But overall, I'm happy with the condition here. We're going to be learning how to cover, do some of the woodwork, and then so it's woodle. So what we're dealing with is an aircraft that's made of mahogany, wood, we've got fabric, and we've got metal. So from about the firewall forwards, all metal. So, but most everything else is either wood or fabric. Obviously the frame is all metal. And as you could see before, that was all done really nice and zinc chromate and cleaned up nicely. So a lot of really cool stuff that came along with this. We got, looks like new old stock magnetos here, just sitting in their protective paper. Again, new old stock. These are, I think, engine mounts. I'm not quite sure what they are, but this kind of stuff here. So a lot of great stuff. I think it was a really great, real happy with what we have. So we need to go through and see what of the gauges are serviceable. Those are all going to be sent out to be reconditioned. Once I figure out who that is that has to do that, but we do have most of those. We're going to have to source some. I think I'm missing 2 or 3 of those instruments, but we've got just about everything. Again, I have to go through an inventory because, you know, with these fasteners, I don't know what all the fasteners are, the switches, things like that. So it's going to be quite the process as we go along. But I think step 1 is really going to be getting these wings reconditioned. That's the goal. I'd like to get the wings completely done and mounted by the end of the summer. So we're in spring now. If we can get that done by the end of the summer, I would call that a complete success. We've got the control surfaces over here are all but done. We got those stacked on a shelf over here. So you can see we've got the elevators, we got the flaps, we've got the slats, ailerons. I mean, everything is covered and done really well. You can see on the bottom side done properly. The paint scheme was from the factory, the green on the top and the silver on the bottom, and so we're going to keep it exactly factory on everything. And so the historians, I'm sure, in this who watch this are going to help give me some guidance on that. I have some great people that I've met already who really know what they're doing in that respect. So we're going to defer to their expertise to help us out on that. I cannot believe I almost forgot to tell you about this. This is one of the coolest components that came with this. The L-5 was an observation aircraft, and so sometimes they were fitted with cameras. And so with this, I also received this really cool thing. Let me turn this around. The K40 aircraft camera. So at the bottom of the back seat, there's a little hole that the camera can affix to and take pictures. And that's what this cool thing did. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Check this out. Look at this camera, right? How absolutely freaking cool is that? Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? It weighs a ton. So it would sit down like that into the hole and take pictures. And so we've got this really cool case with a couple different lenses in here. And so, whatever that means. Oh, how cool is that? Operating instructions for the K20 camera. How cool is that? That is just flipping awesome. How cool is that? All right, so we just finished up with an A&P who specializes in World War II restorations, and I didn't want to film them because I didn't have permission to do that. I really just wanted to focus exactly on the project at hand. So went through everything, and I've got a game plan.